Welcome back. If you decided to doom scroll on the app formerly known as Twitter today, you might have noticed a familiar name sitting at the top of the trending list in the United States. Jay-Z is trending. And for once, it's not because people are fighting over whether they'd take $500,000 or dinner with him. A debate that I'm convinced has lowered the collective IQ of the internet by at least 10 points. No. This time, the timeline is buzzing because of something a little more legally complex, and naturally, everyone on X is suddenly a certified family law attorney. According to the sludge pouring through the algorithm over the last 24 hours, the main catalyst for this trend appears to be reports circulating about a paternity lawsuit involving Jay-Z being dismissed. Now, usually, when a billionaire rapper trends for legal reasons, it's because they did something wild. But in this case, it seems to be a victory lap for his legal team. Tweets are flying around with screenshots of legal documents and headlines about the dismissal and awarded legal fees, and the engagement is exactly what you'd expect. You have one side of the internet acting like they personally won the case, and the other side claiming it's all a conspiracy. The trend isn't just one specific viral tweet, which is usually a sign that the slop is organic. It's a cumulative surge of posts from fan accounts like at Jay's Classic Bars and at J_Z_Daily, who are mixing in the legal news with the usual glazing of his discography. It's actually kind of funny to see a timeline mixed with serious legal speculation right next to clips of him rapping in 1996. It's the duality of man, or at least the duality of stan culture. You have users posting, "The case is dismissed," followed immediately by a thread on why the blueprint is better than Illmatic. But let's talk about the main character energy coming from the people discussing this. You have random users with verified checkmarks, which we all know means absolutely nothing now, breaking down the legal strategy of a man who has more money than some small countries. They're arguing about the legitimacy of the claims, the details of the dismissal, and whether this proves his innocence or his power. It's a classic case of people forming strong opinions on headlines without reading a single page of the actual court filings. The ambiguity is palpable because, despite the volume of tweets, there isn't actually a single confirmed official statement from Jay-Z's own account in the search results. It's just vibes and screenshots. There's also a weird subsect of the trend where people are using this news to reignite the Jay-Z is the greatest businessman ever narrative. You know the type. The hustle culture accounts that post pictures of him in a suite with a caption like "moves in silence." They are eating this up. To them, a lawsuit dismissal isn't just a legal proceeding. It's a masterclass in strategy. Meanwhile, the man himself is probably on a yacht somewhere, completely unaware that user 69420 is defending his honor against a bot account from Florida. It is interesting to see how the Jay-Z keyword pulls in such a mixed bag of content. While the lawsuit is the driver, you can't scroll far without hitting the usual debates about his legacy versus Nas, or people bringing up the elevator incident from a decade ago because the internet never forgets. It's a perfect example of how Twitter trends work in 2026. One piece of news drops, in this case, the paternity suit dismissal, and it acts as a magnet for every single opinion anyone has ever had about the subject. The actual news story gets buried under layers of memes, fan cams, and arguments that have been going on since the 90s. And of course, there's the uncertainty. A lot of the tweets are referencing reports or threads, but finding the primary source on X is like trying to find a needle in a haystack made of sewage. People are quoting tweets that quote other tweets, and by the time it reaches your timeline, the story has morphed into something completely different. Some users are claiming the legal fees awarded were massive, others are saying it's a moral victory, and nobody actually knows the truth because clicking the link requires leaving the app, and nobody does that. So if you're seeing Jay-Z trending and wondering if he dropped a new album or bought the Knicks, just know it's likely just the internet reacting to legal paperwork. It's not the most exciting reason for a trend, But in an era where most trends are about the world ending or influencers committing crimes, I guess we'll take it. The dinner with Jay-Z debate is safe for another day, although I'm sure someone in the replies is already typing out why the knowledge he'd drop at the dinner is worth more than the lawsuit settlement. The brain rot is terminal. Thanks for watching.